Rich Shepard has really slowed down a bit. And, Rich Shepard was one of the reasons why I didn't go for a point guard. Because I said it earlier in the season that I would have wished that the Houston Rockets went for Spencer Dinwiddie or Chris Paul. Those are two people that are free agents and they will definitely collect less than $7 million. The only thing I now got to find out was, based on the pedigree within the league, Spencer Dinwiddie will be able to command about 13.2 million, while Chris Paul would have been able to even take less than 6 million. The idea was for him to just get one more season. But the problem was the Houston Rockets was going to take him away from Los Angeles and he wanted to be in LA with his family. So that was another issue that I was going to have to deal with. So looking at all of that and putting them together, it would have been difficult for them to go for an elite point guard. And if you see the team, everybody has said it, every analyst I've listened to have said that the Houston Rockets still have a problem, that they don't have a floor general, somebody to distribute the ball. Rich Shepard is young. This just is, I think, second or third year in the league, but he's still young. We still, they had a Van Vliet that has won championship with the Toronto Raptors team, who was practically leading the team. So it's easier to say that they really suffered the presence of a floor general. And most of the guys that were available in the market, Spencer Dinwiddie was committed already to play in Spain. And it was difficult to get Chris Paul to come to Houston because Chris Paul wanted to be closer to his family in Los Angeles. So it was going to be difficult to go for any of those two who were already top level. Apart from that, they'll probably not have any choice than to probably just go for younger point guards, which probably don't really have a name yet, but can support Rich Shepard and, just go ahead with the season. But it's really not so far because if you look at the team, they were playing very well last season, and that's why they finished second, even though they went out in the first round. They were playing very well last season because of their defensive identity. But since when Kevin Durant came, that defensive identity is really not there anymore, even though Kevin Durant had carried the weight of scoring. So he's the highest goal scorer on the team. He's carrying a lot of the responsibility around scoring. But still, they are not as defensive as they were last season. Last season, they were second. This season, they fell short and they came to fourth. They came to fifth. That's why they're playing the Lakers. And so far, the Lakers, even though they look weak, has been able to get them understand their weakness. I just hope that in game 3, the Houston Rockets are able to turn it around. If not, going home in the first round is going to be so bad because for Kevin Durant has not gone past the first round since when he left the Brooklyn Nets, So going home again in the first round is going to be very, very bad. It's not good for his reputation. Even though he's much older, he has done everything he can do for the game. This is the season where he has moved to top 5 in scoring list all times. He has done everything when it comes to personal accolades. But when it comes to galvanizing a team and putting them in positions to succeed, it's looking like, injuries are just coming at the wrong time. Just for the record, I've also said it before. The team that wins this championship in the NBA is the LDS team, not the best team when it comes to tactics or a team that is deep. No, it's not a function of that. Yeah, being deep too is also good because you should be able to get 5 players and an extra 5 players that can, that can come in and substitute those 5 and still play at a high level. And it's only the Oklahoma City Thunder that has that kind of structure in place. So that's why anybody that asks me, I tell them Oklahoma City Thunder has what it takes to repeat. At least get to the final again. They have what it takes because I can most likely guarantee you that their starting 5 will play all the games between now and the end of the season. Yeah, those guys are, they look like they are smelling blood, and that's the way they are playing. And they are beating teams with convincing, gap. They are creating a lot of difference. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I believe that they can do it the way they are going.